Hey girl, hey boy. Today I'm gonna tell you about something common in human. What individual suffering? If you do not control your thought, what you'll be suffering is anxiety and depression. Anxiety comes from future, depression comes from past. That shit means you're not focusing on your present. Don't focus on things that you are not in control. You control what you can control. Expectation is the future. That shit is anxiety. That's how you get anxiety. It's because you are not even focused on the present. You literally was like, oh shit. What's people gonna talk about me? What's people gonna say about me? Well, bitch. Don't even care about expectation. Don't even care about the future. Don't even care about what people have to say about them, because what they have to say about you is literally their own judgment about themselves, and then they try to put you into the situation, fooling you, making you feel like they are talking about you, but the fact that they are actually talking about themselves, they are actually putting themselves in your shoes. Like, what the fuck you want to put yourself in other people's shoes? Because this is not your road. This is not where you're walking on. If you don't like it, then leave me alone. I'm the one who's doing it. Like, you don't get to say about shit. Okay, so do not focus on expectation. Depression comes from past resentment. Listen to me. Rejection is a redirection. Whatever happened, if it didn't go your way, then it happened for a reason. I had my friends around me making joke about me being too optimistic about things happen for a reason. Trust the process. And they be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I cannot relate. Like, you're too optimistic, bitch. You gotta be real. Reality check on yourself. Like, bitch, you're the one. You're the one who's too ignorant to see shit happen. What the fuck, people? What the fuck God want to waste your time to go through shit if it don't happen for a reason? Why the fuck? You're like, can't you even like, take the knowledge from me, bitch? Like, speaking about resentment comes from ignorance, and this is when I'm going to lay to you my frequency chart. My frequency chart. You react to things emotionally based on where you're coming from, okay? If you're coming from the low vibration of frequency, of course you're gonna judge things from low vibration frequency. You'll be like shame, you come from apathy, you come from all that shit from the low vibration frequency. You come like, oh, everyone just want to attack me, like God hate me, like what did I do wrong and all that, right? Like, go hate me, I'm punished right now. Like, the fuck, bitch. And then like continue your life with resentment, and then continue your life, everything not going to go well for me after this. Like, okay, girl, boy, stop play victimize. When you come from high vibrational frequency, you know things happen for a reason. Everything is purposeful, okay? You don't go by your life meaninglessly. You go by your life meaningfully, okay? You are on earth for a meaning, for a reason, okay? You're not a fucking zombie. You don't walk around like be a fucking slave to shit. You be a slave to future. You be a slave to the past. You be a slave to people validation. You be a slave to shit. You let other people and outside things to control you. For what? Because, bitch, for your information, you have your own fucking brain. You have your own fucking thought. You have your own fucking judgment. You control yourself. You control your situation. You control everything, okay? Don't get me wrong. We are human. We have emotion. When shit happen to us, it's somehow like our reflect to react to it, like to coming from apathy to coming from the low vibration, of course, because that shit will trigger your fucking ego for sure, right? You've been through shit before. That's why people trigger you, so that you can heal that shit you've been through. That trigger is meant to heal you from the shit if you pay attention to it. But if you don't pay attention to it, you entertain it and you take it as a fucking attack, and you resent to yourself, you resent to God, you resent about your existence and all that shit, and you become zombie, go about life like a fucking slave to everything, bitch. I know we are human, so when you go through shit, when you feel triggered, when you feel attacked, it's okay. You can grieve, take some moment to grieve, but then after that, take a strict time with yourself and start to ponder upon, start to self-reflect, like, what the fuck? Have I not healed this yet? What is going on? Ask yourself, why is that? Ask your inner child, ask everything inside you, all your traumas and whatnot. Why are we reacting like this toward this person, toward this situation, toward all that? You know what I'm saying? So take some time to grieve, and the next one is time for your fucking homework to do you better, so that next time you won't repeat the same shit, so that next time you don't let that shit to trigger you anymore. This is why information is important. If you come to my video with a defensive mode, thinking I'm going to attack you, then that's how you're gonna react to me. You're gonna come from low vibration frequencies. You will feel attacked by me. That's why I come through asking your permission to allow me to enlighten you. Trust yourself and stay in the present. Focus on the process. You gotta be kind to yourself. If you be kind to yourself, you're being kind to other people too. Be responsible of your every move. Be responsible of your thoughts, because you control everything. You are a part of society. You are a part of the planet. If you think the planet sucks, you suck too. That's why you gotta step up your game so that the planet won't suck, bitch. Spirituality is nature. Spirituality is about consciousness. Our whole nature of existence is about consciousness. You need to have your fucking consciousness. You cannot go around about shit. Autopilot, bitch. Most humans on this planet exist from trauma bonding. When you trauma bonding, you take in whatever people projection from your fucking ancestors, from your mom, from your surrounding. You take into yourself, and then like you start going about shit with their projection. Like, don't you have your own brain to think for yourself? Like, why do you have to sacrifice yourself because these people live before you? Like, that's why you feel lost. You feel lost because you let the noise get to you. If you set up boundary, if you have a strong self-love, you won't allow those noise to crowd your head. Then you can focus. You are able to focus, and you are able to go to your path peacefully. Start from here. If you come across my post, if you come across my page, start living with your brain mode on. Let me share my opinion, okay? Nobody wants to hear opinion. I don't want to hear opinion too. But if the opinion is valid, you have to process it, okay? Let me tell you something. To me, there is 3 categories: the ignorant, the smart one, and the genius. The ignorant complain life is shit. They acting like a shit. They know they're a shit, but they still have the audacity to bring in more shit into the planet. The smart one are aware of the shits going around, and they are aware they have to act accordingly when the shit's going around. That's why some of us have this opinion that the world is shit. Why the fuck you make babies and then let your baby face all this shit, right? The thing about smart one, they're smart enough to be aware of the problem, but not smart enough to conquer the problem, to solve the problem. So they think the planet is dying and they should end it there. The genius, they know there's a problem with this planet. The genius also are aware enough to know they are the part of the problem. So what the genius do? The genius conquer themselves first. The genius heal themselves first. The genius polish their greatest potential so that they could offer that to the planet, so that they can make the planet a great place to bring in next generation to life. Do you understand? Like, be responsible of your action. Be responsible of how you're doing shit. Self-love allows you to see your own worth. Self-love allows you to see yourself as a fucking gift to the world. So when you go to people, you do not be a menace to society, but you become a reward to society. So you choose which one you want to be. Outside force cannot dictate your value. You dictate your value. You won't have room to feel ashamed of yourself when you have a clear self-love. Some people are just low vibrationally selfish. They take every journey in livelihood as a fucking achievement. They have to get married, they have to have a proper job, they have to have a family, they have to have a kid. Everything is a fucking achievement to them, just to make them feel good, just to make them feel like they are not left out, they are not left behind from the society, whatever way of living system. Last time when I lacked self-love, I have my surrounding keep telling me that I am worthless just because I don't live their ideal world. But the thing is, because I lack self-love, so I don't have a clear see of my own value. So I believe them. I thought like, oh, they say I'm worthless, that means I'm worthless. And the thing is, my solution to it is to go out and find outside people to give me the validation that I need. The fact that I need that validation for myself, I go out look for it into other people. I force my energy to someone else so that they could pour into my cup. If you can relate to me last time, then let me tell you something. If you ask for outside validation, if you ask for people validation, make sure you know that people validation comes from their ideal world. They have their own ideal dream life. If you ask the validation, it means that they're projecting their validation onto you. Why the fuck do you need outside validation? Because you have your own brain, you have your own dream, you have your own braining capacity in judgment. You are able to think for yourself. And then you feel depressed because you never achieved that expectation. But the expectation don't come from you. Your self-value is not a thing to be validated by outside force. However, they assess your value. It is based on their understanding, it is based from their experience, it is based on their ideal world. You gotta have self-love, you gotta stay in the process, you gotta stay present, you gotta enjoy every second you're being. You gotta live mindfully, you gotta live with responsibility. You gotta be responsible in your action, honey baby boo. Like, seriously. Don't be a fucking parent like my parents. They make baby because they wanna make baby. And they don't even know how to parenting. They start projecting on me. They thought like, because you're my kid, you're going to live my dream that I didn't get to live before. Bitch. Why the fuck do I sacrifice my life? I'm brought into this life so that I could have a life, not so that I could live your life. Have you ever heard the saying, people say it's like, child is a blessing? Yes, it is a blessing. It is a blessing for smart people. It is a blessing for genius, but it's not a blessing for ignorance. It's a blessing because it forced you to step up your fucking game, you dumbass. You have a baby, now step up your fucking game and stop acting like a child, you bitch. A hell to a child is a mother, father who are so stupid they think their child is there to entertain them. Bitch, your child is there to change you to be a better and responsible human being, not to fulfill your needs. Like, ew, you still don't learn how to fulfill your own needs, like your own responsible. You still don't know how to make yourself happy. And you put that responsible on your kid, that small baby, and like, hey, smile for me, hey, why the fuck are you a parent? You smile for you, bitch. When the child cry and what, hey, smile for me, smile for the auntie, smile for the auntie, hey, fucker. Why the fuck are you have baby for? It's like when you have a pet, and the sole reason for you having that pet is to be a fucking entertainment in your life. Bitch, what the fuck? That shit is your fucking responsibility. You gotta have to act right, bitch. Because what the fuck? Same shit, man. My parents thought I'm a fucking entertainment to them to fulfill their needs. They fucking the rest of the responsibility to make themselves feel fulfilled, they passed it to me. So when I don't achieve shit, they get sad. When I don't achieve they get sad. When I start acting out, they get sad. What the fuck you act? What the fuck you're sad because I'm just living my life, bro? As long as I'm not a fucking nuisance to society, as long as I don't go out and harm people, why the fuck are you sad? You should be proud that I'm not those kind of people. It's like your kids thought they have a parent, they can seek their parents for a guidance, but the fact that the parents has this distortion thought, how the fuck are they gonna go and help the kids? Like, do you think it's fine to pass on your distortion thought to your kid? If people bother you, you just fucking smack them in the face. If people think you're different, then don't act different lah. Act like other people lah. If people bully you for being different, then we're the same like them. Like, don't be different. Like, what the fuck? Why are you so different? And then they are so distorted in their thought. They think like arts and creative, right? Brain shit is so not acceptable in the society that they pass that on to their kid. So when I start drawing, I want to pursue my career in creative, they shame me for that. They shame me for doing art. They shun me for expressing myself. The only reason how I managed to graduate from School of Arts is because my parents are fucking narcissists who thinks doesn't matter, as long as you have a certificate, then you go study whatever you want. Because actually they have tried to mold me into a shape. They have tried to make me fucking graduate from School of Science, but I told them, like, why the fuck do I have to listen to you? Because this is my life. I'm the one who's going to live my life. If I cannot do science, then I cannot do science. I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. If not, I'm not gonna go into study. And then they're like, okay, just go do the arts as long as you have the certificate. That's so stupid, but I tell you, it's stupid for them, but I'm gonna fucking take the advantage to just fulfill my dreams. So I go to study. I take that privilege and go to study. So I'm telling you, have self-love enough that you can see your own value, that nothing can break you but yourself. Back. You are not able to fully trust your parent. You aren't able to fully trust the authority. You aren't able to fully trust the teacher and all that shit. Because, bitch, everyone move with their own agenda in life. You have to pick that one agenda that suits you, that cater your needs. Also, don't be a fucking menace to society, bitch.